Hi, I'm Colin. I'm here at the Community Conversations Night for KSD. They're going to talk about some issues our district is facing, which, with Superintendent Calvin Watts. So I'm going to go and listen to and see what they have to say as part of my project.
Certainly, I want to say how happy I am to be here to share some information with you, and also, more importantly, for you to be able to share information with Kent School District. This evening is about the state of our district, and ours is the operative word. That we cannot do this work alone. Bond rating has shown an uptick because of our cost-saving measures. And that impacts the dollars that we're able to borrow. And that's what a bond supports. A bond is essentially like a mortgage. It's a large loan, and we are building.
All right.
So actually, my question was sort of related to that. My question is more about the reliability in terms of school shootings. It seems like the methods for finding the kids that might become school shooters, or even just kids who just have the small minority of kids who have hard home lives, in particular ones who don't really have anyone looking out for them and making sure that like they're on the right path. I think that might actually have to do with school shootings to a very high degree, and I think probably one of the greatest issues this district faces, and actually really any school in America for that matter, is finding those kids and stopping them before it's too late. So, but in particular, actually identifying them, actually finding the kids who might become like that.
I'll tell you when.
All right. So that meeting was very informational for me. There were a few important topics we talked about. There were a few things I actually asked about in particular. There was the idea of a laptop reliability, and there was also the problem of the recent school shootings. And I suggested that maybe we find some way of stopping those. But and actually other examples of things people talked about were this idea that recently our district has been putting too much effort into online and instructional programs for school. So there were a few concerns from parents that we might want to have more hands-on, more actual interaction with teachers and even other students in order to make sure that students get the best education possible. So overall, I learned a lot. It was very interesting hearing people's ideas and viewpoints in this discussion. My involvement in this conversation was important to the community because the main idea of the conversation is to help students. Student input in particular is needed in order to make decisions over how our money is spent that will benefit the most students possible. Students deciding to take time out of their days to show up is the only way this can happen. So volunteerism is a necessity at these events. It is my responsibility as a citizen to volunteer, as it ideally is for all students. After all, if people attending the schools didn't show up for a meeting that is specifically about them, this would just be another parent or district night.